Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia. A very warm welcome to you. Earl Grey tea. I love several black teas, but I seem to always come back to Earl Grey again and again. But what do you do with tea you don't like? If you're like me, you're always scouting for something new. I've picked up a new tea on a display in an antique mall, in a gift shop while on vacation. Friends and family know I love tea, so I often receive tea as a gift. You probably have too. I love being gifted tea. If it's your favorite or one they know you'd like, that's wonderful. But what if it's one you're unfamiliar with? You brew it up, take one sip and say, meh, or even worse, ew. Now, I personally find it painful to throw away any tea. Even when I don't really like it, I just can't. But thankfully, there are things you can do with it besides leaving it in the back of your cabinet or cupboard, maybe for years, just taking up space. If it's a box or a canister of tea bags or sachets, an obvious option is to give it away. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone else won't. If you have a friend or neighbor who's also a tea drinker, they're a likely candidate for regifting. Do tell them there's a tea bag missing, of course. But if that's not an option, popping a tea bag into a greeting card or a thinking of you note to someone could work, albeit a slower way of getting rid of it, one tea bag at a time. If you work in an office situation, leaving the box in the break room can work. It'll disappear eventually. But lacking a regifting option, did you know a few tea bags in the refrigerator can absorb odors like baking soda does? That works in drawers and shoes in your closet too. Black tea is also a great fabric dye, and tea bags are obviously convenient for that. And of course, you could give it a try as a cold brew. Hot tea intensifies a tea's flavor, but having it over ice lightens that up a bit. Once steeped, pour it over ice, add some lemon. It could make a real difference in the flavor, and you might end up really liking it. And of course, that works for tea bags or loose leaf. Another idea is to brew the tea, then use that liquor for boiling something in it like rice. An herbal or flavored black tea could lend some tangy spice or sweetness to rice. Or an Earl Grey tea in a jar of overnight oats could produce a really interesting flavor. If you're always struggling with your daily consumption of water, getting enough ounces in your day, brew tea, let it cool down, and then freeze it into ice cubes that you can add to a glass to give it a kick. It'll be so diluted that it won't be just that one flavor you didn't care for. Works for other drinks too. Now, if it's only loose leaf we're talking about, regifting that could be a little awkward. It's been opened, it's been used. So an easy possible other use for loose leaf is to cook or bake with it. While a tea steeped for drinking might not be to your liking, it could work perfectly well to enhance a soup or stew, or used as a rub on steaks or other meats as you would herbs. Or there are some lovely recipes that include tea and baked goods, as I showed you in a previous video making cookies with matcha, which is green tea. Other possibilities for tea, believe it or don't, as a chemical-free cleaning agent. Brewed tea, and I do mean real tea like black tea that contains tannins, not herbal tea. Black teas can be used as a multi-purpose cleaner. Brew some strong black tea, cool it to room temperature, and it can clean your windows and mirrors. Steep 2 to 3 tea bags per 4 cups or 1 quart of water to mop hardwood floors. Tea has natural acidity that helps cut through grease and remove dirt, and antibacterial properties that make it great for sanitizing surfaces. Did you know dried tea leaves sprinkled on a carpet and left for an hour before vacuuming them up can freshen up a room? If you're into composting, tea leaves are great for that. If you're not, they can also be used in your garden. Tannins act as a natural pesticide, repelling little bugs around your plants. Put them in the bottom of potted plants as a fertilizer, or mix tea leaves in the soil as a good holder of moisture. And finally, you just might consider giving a go at a little tea blending of your own. It used to be quite common that the lady of the manor would keep a tea caddy or chest of tea that contained two compartments for tea, one on each side, with a glass bowl in the center for mixing. Here's a beautiful example of that I found on eBay from Gatcombe Antiques in the UK. They would take a little tea from each compartment and mix in the middle. So you could take the tea you don't like, mix it with the one you do. You can experiment with ratios, but you might start with 2 or 3 parts tea you like, 1 part you don't, and create a unique tea that's your own personal blend. Could be a lot of fun. And you could become known at your afternoon soirees for your signature tea. Bottom line is, don't feel guilty or frustrated if you find yourself staring at a tin in the back of your pantry or cupboard, wondering what to do with it. You've got options. And once that tea is gone, you'll have made room for the lovely tea you do like. What do you do with tea you don't like? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some good tips from it. If you did, like, hype, and subscribe for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.